It's 6 a.m. I'm headed to the airport. Setup, but right now I am in the backyard of an Airbnb in Austin, Texas. Again, I'm out here for a friend's combination bachelorette party, and I just have some 2Ks hatching. So there's a Ghastly. I'm gonna get dizzy doing this. Oh, I guess that's the only one, but hey, at least there's spawn points here. I'm in just some random suburban neighborhood getting dizzy again. Hardly any Pokestops around. I think 1, 2, and a gym. But Pokemon are actually spawning here, so that's something. We're gonna head out, we're gonna go do dinner and, you know, bachelor party type things. Hopefully I'll have some time Saturday, tomorrow, and I'll be able to film a little bit of Austin and play some Pokemon Go.
Day 2.
Good morning. I don't know where we left off, but it's day 2 here in Austin, and every time I open my game, I have eggs hatching, which I guess is a good thing. It means I'm getting credit for my distance with my Go Plus. That's alright. Just waiting for that shiny Pichu. I'm like really impressed with the amount of spawns that go on here in this random neighborhood. Got a Sudowoodo too. Shout out to Mystic7. I'm not sure what the plan is today, but I think I'll have a little more time. A little more time, I can carry my camera around. Is that my 7-day streak? Gotta find a Pokestop. Finally got my streak synced up again. It's a little hot out here already. I'm going back inside. So just to give you a little bit of context, here's what's going on. We're at a place called Tech Shop, which is it's like a nerd's playground. The friends that I'm here with are mechanical engineers, software engineers, masters in aerospace engineering, PhD in mathematics, and then there's me and Sheldon, who really just like making weird art and stuff. So what we're doing is a competition. 2 teams, each building a catapult, and we're gonna try to shoot ping pong balls into a target. And to make it more of a bachelor party appropriate game, the losing team has to buy drinks for the winning team for the rest of the night. So we'll see how it goes. They're over there creeping on the competition. It's crunch time. 15 minutes left. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Okay, I just scouted out the competition. They have a much simpler design than we do, but picked up one key piece from them. Well, maybe a cupcake too. At the very least, ours is gonna look better.
I think you guys win the style
Yeah, no, stylistically, I'll give you guys the win, for sure. Alright, we're both done. Let's see how this goes. Stylistically, I think they win on that front. But ours looks really solid. Oh my god. Nice. I think we're feeling pretty confident here. I just hit 3 in a row. We're set up, dude. We're good. We're good. Ready? This is the start. Let's go.
Oh shoot. Nice.
1. The rules are 5 shots per person. Whichever team makes the most shots wins. We're already up 1 point.
2 out of 2.
I mean, I'm not winning, so.
It says Kula. Why does this say Kula right here, dude?
I don't know. It's on the box.
Boom.
Oh, good start.
That's a win.
Yeah.
That's a win. Seriously. Not
Can't even open the door yourself.
Not this one. Oh my god.
Stay asleep.
Good morning. I'm heading to the airport in 5 minutes. I didn't really get to see much of Austin or any of Austin during the day, so I'm sorry that I didn't get to share that with you, but we did get some massive news. It just seems like every weekend when I go out with my friends, something new happens. So I know I'm going to be a day late on this. You've probably heard it by now, but we're going to talk about it anyway. While I wait for my flight to board, let's go over. Good? Let's go over Pokemon GO update version 0.79.2. The official update notes say Pokemon GO is in the process of being updated, and details from our development team. Various bug fixes and performance updates is what it says. But, as we know by now, it's never just bug fixes. Sometimes it is. But in this case, it's not just bug fixes and performance updates. I'm gonna skip most of this stuff. I'll just go through it real quickly. Some raid lobby fixes, notifications for EX raids that get canceled. There's a couple potential new features hinted in the APK, passcode rewards, AR features, new performance testing. None of that is concrete, none of that's happening for sure yet. There's just new code to support a few things coming in the future. Now, this is the interesting part. This is the part that you clicked on the video for. Gen 3 is coming during the Halloween event, and we know that because we found this loading screen in the APK. Those are a few new Gen 3 Ghost and Dark type Pokemon, so for sure we're getting at least a few Gen 3 Pokemon. I'm not sure if they're going to start it by launching just the Ghost and Dark types. I really hope they don't. I hope we get them all at once. But when the Halloween event starts, or during the Halloween event, or maybe even slightly before the Halloween event, we will have some Gen 3 Pokemon available in Pokemon GO. The APK has been updated with all of the sound files for Gen 3. That is up to number 386, so all 135 new Pokemon's sound cries are there. There aren't, at the moment, any new moves added, but that of course could happen if they push out another update before the event actually starts. There's a new badge added to go along with the Kanto and Johto badges. There is now a Hoenn badge. There's also a new designation in the game's code for a Halloween event, so that's actually going to happen. We are going to have a Halloween event. We might see a Halloween variant, a Pikachu with some kind of hat, most likely, but we are also going to see some Gen 3 Pokemon. Finally, there is some new Halloween music that should be playing during the event, and apparently it's the Lavender Town theme, which in my opinion is one of the most recognizable and nostalgic songs from the main series games. So I'm definitely going to be turning my audio back on for the duration of the event. back in LA now, and while I'm waiting here to get picked up, I just want to quickly take a look at the loading screen for this Halloween event. What we see are 5 new Pokemon. These are Ghost-type Pokemon from Gen 3. We have Duskull and Dusclops, we have Shuppet and Bannet, and we have Sableye. All Ghost types. Some Dark types are not included here, like Poochyena, Mightyena. So it looks like what we're going to see for the Halloween event is probably the introduction of the Ghost-type Pokemon. And personally, I've sort of changed my stance on this. I'm hoping that for the event, for the Halloween event, they do just introduce the Ghost-type Pokemon only. It'll feel a lot like a Halloween event, it'll put the emphasis on the Ghost-type Pokemon, but the key to releasing the Ghost types first is that Niantic cannot wait too long to release the rest of Gen 3. Ideally, they would all come out at the end of the event. As soon as the event ends, the rest of Gen 3 becomes available. If we see something like we did with Gen 2, where the babies came out in December, we were ready, and then the rest of Gen 2 didn't show up for another 2 months, things are not going to go well. So I'm guessing we see the Ghost types first. I'm hoping that we see the rest of Gen 3 soon after. Now, looking at this wallpaper, we do also see something very interesting on the player on the phone. It's what appears to be a Mimikyu hat, and Mimikyu is a Gen 7 Pokemon. Now, I don't think that means we're going to see Mimikyu or any Gen 7 Pokemon introduced during the event. We could get a Mimikyu hat, but just interesting to note that they are referencing Gen 7 on this loading screen. Maybe we'll get a Mimikyu hat to wear on our avatar.
May I have your attention, please? The curbsides for immediate loading and honorable only. No parking, waiting, or stopping until your passengers are curbside and ready to load. Violators may be cited and towed.
Like the medkit takes so long is the problem. Oh, hi.
What are you playing?
Fortnite.
Can I play? I want to try it. So I'm finally home. Just had a nice dinner with the family, and Pokemon GO just updated again. It's a small update, and this time it really was just bug fixes. The previous update, the newest update, 0.79.2, introduced a bug with curveballs that was making it really difficult to throw them, and this small update just fixed that bug and maybe a couple other things that people were reporting with the previous update. So nothing new there. The Silphro did do an APK mine, didn't find anything new added, no new hints about Gen 3. So what we're still looking at is Gen 3 releasing very soon, sometime around the Halloween event. And there is one more possibility that I didn't mention earlier, and that's the possibility that Gen 3 drops before the Halloween event, and that during Halloween we get increased Ghost-type spawns, including those Gen 3 Pokemon. But my money is still on the Ghosts making their debut during the Halloween event, and then the rest of Gen 3 following very shortly after, and in my opinion, the day the event ends is when Gen 3 should drop. Get people excited like we've seen. They'll come out, play for the event for double candy or double XP or whatever the bonuses are during the event, plus the new Ghost-type Pokemon, and then, when the event ends, drop the rest of them on us and just keep the hype rolling. Personally, I am very excited. I know I still want to see the battle system updated, but we are going to have 135, well, we won't have all of them right away, but we will have a lot of new Pokemon very soon in the game. It's finally happening. Gen 3 will be here within the month, at least some of it, probably. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you enjoyed this trip to Austin. I know it wasn't, it wasn't quite what I thought it would be, but it was fun nonetheless, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Gen 3 hype.